Hey, Mama, tell me your favorite story about your childhood.
I don't have no favorite one. I didn't have no good ones.
You had.
I haven't had no good ones. Just watching babies, I guess. I worked from the time I got off school to went to bed, 15 to 9. Didn't get to get my homework. Daddy didn't give me time to do nothing. I had to carry water, chop wood for us and Granny. And then I went one summer down to not London, Corbin, or somewhere where her older son lived and stayed with her in her house. She only had a two-room house. And she was like 700 pounds, and I was only 13, maybe 13. And she asked if Dad could go spend the summer with her. And I went to school down there. I had to walk school a long ways. I would meet up with some of my cousins and we'd walk on to school, but then walking back. But I had to carry these locked jars for her. She had poop in the house. I had to carry them way out to a good piece to a toilet and dump them and stuff like that. And then she'd want to lean on my shoulders while we walked. That's probably half a mile to her son's house. She would lean on me and she was a little heavy on me. Flavor, I had no fun growing up. It, if you can call like building little fires and making a little rock fireplace and starting a fire under it, and we put water in a kettle and green beans, and we pretended to cook in green beans.
Sounds
Uh,
like you was cooking them.
well, we didn't put no grease in them, so we didn't eat them. We just, pretended we was cooking. By the time I was 7, Mama had me making my bed and ate, making my bed before I go to school. And she put too much on me. And Daddy did too. I used to carry coal from Vladimir Hill to up to up the holler. I mean, up the hill where we live. I'd have my bag. He didn't get his truck for it. He'd be so road. He would dump it down the bottom hill, and I'd have to carry that. I was the only one that carried it. Lonnie was 5 years younger than me, so I hate that he died so early. He died before he was 21. We moved down here in March up there getting. He died a few months later when that tornado went through there. Really thing is, I was really close to God, and the devil would torment me so bad. I'd have to about carry the Bible to the bathroom, from my bedroom to the bathroom for me. And one day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, on a Wednesday, I told you that before though. I
Okay,
saw
here's it again.
he had never been in the trailer I was in, but I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth and looking in the mirror, and there was a shadow by me up the hall. You know, by my up from the hall to the kitchen, and I didn't understand that, and we got down there and got out of church because we thought we could find was Baptist churches, and then Bobby started doing his stuff, going around and stuff, and he would be gone all the time, either where he had a job or not, and it was just me and Vicky Mitchell all the time. I ran into Vicky the other day. I told you. I just, you know, uh, she started talking to me first. I had checked out at Bill's and I was hard. I was sitting at chair writing on the seat to pick me up. And I told her I was sorry about everything. I said, Vicky, I didn't even understand. I thought he just tried to fool with her, like, you know.
See, that's not okay either, though.
No, I
They're
know it
equally
ain't. I
bad.
know it ain't. I know it ain't. But I didn't understand what sodomized meant. I never heard the word. I didn't understand. I grew up a real in the backwoods hills, and I was never in the public public, always never, I didn't understand. I didn't hardly talk to my own family till I was 28. After I left Bobby, had to work restaurants, and so I had to start talking if I wanted tips. And when there's one man, old man in there, he said, "You have the saddest eyes I've ever seen." I thought, oh, nobody ever told me that. But I, I don't know. I was unlearned. I didn't get far in school, but I could always beat a spelling bee, and I do arithmetic good. Right now, I can add in my head. I couldn't even do a calculator, but I could add up everything I want to add up. Mama didn't go but third grade, so you can imagine. We just backwards. Just.
You know, in the book of Daniel, where it says that in the latter days, people go to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Well, they're teaching so much more in schools now. By the time we're 20, we got what would have been a PhD 100 years ago.
Mm.
It's crazy how much
I only
different
went
it
to
is
school
generation to generation.
I wasn't even 15 when I quit school. It was in May, and the bus wreck that went over this big hill backwards. Something hit it, and it went over the hill backwards. And Peg was sitting beside me, and I had a skirt on with a latch pin because I didn't have a button. And Peg pulled my skirt off. I had to grab that. And back then, they didn't even ask the parents and all it. They just took Peg on to the hospital like Whitesburg, like they had all authority.
What happened to her?
She had her eye cut real bad right there and had stitches. They just took her to the hospital and brought her back home.
That's the right thing to do.
I know, but they don't give parents permission or nothing like they'd have to have permission now.
Well, if they couldn't get a hold of your dad on a telephone, how was they supposed to do it? Let her bleed out?
We never had a telephone. No,
Right.
She wouldn't have bled out. But
Well, it had to be fixed, and you couldn't get a hold of parents. You fix it. You don't let it get worse.
And they used to take me on the school bus and get my teeth pulled, and they didn't know me or nothing. I don't remember going on me.
That ain't right.
They did.
That ain't emergency.
What do you mean you have to go back out?
CVS is closed for lunch till 2:30.
Oh my Lord.
I'm so sick. All I did was take Mandy lunch. Went and picked it up for her. And I realized just how sick I am when I couldn't climb her steps.